Welcome to another live commentary, guys. As you can tell from the title, you must have noticed whether at work, hangouts, or school, there's always that someone that's alone. And if you see someone with no friends, don't try and be the hero. Chances are there's a massive reason as to why they have no friends at all. Usually, I do feel bad, don't get me wrong, but in this exact situation, this is your fault, and I can see why you have no friends. Now, you see me when I was at high school, I joined a new school. Naturally speaking, I had no friends for a while, so I found myself chilling with this one kid. I was advised by teachers and students personally, Zayla, don't chill with this guy, leave him alone. And as me, you know who I am, I don't listen. I'm a rebel. Matter of fact, we become so close that for 4 years we run an inside joke. And anytime I say it, he laughs. Anytime he says it, it's funny, you get it. It's how it is. But the twist is, I ended up making friends and he didn't. And matter of fact, for these 4 years, I was his only friend. Fast forward after high school ended, I'm thinking, I kind of feel bad. He's got no friends for 4 years. I've not seen him for a long time. I'm gonna invite bro. And I do exactly that. Yo bro, wanna come chill with me and some other guys from high school? It'll be kind of fun. Yeah, for sure I'll come. He comes. And I'm not gonna lie, for the first 5 minutes, it was going quite well until I can sense him getting comfortable. Like, I mean, throwing very slight sneaky digs, insults at me and others, borderline I hate you kind of vibes. And I mean, bruh, I just got you some friends, bro. Is this your first time making friends? And it actually was. So I can't lie, I let it slide. And I let it slide for a very, very long time until I'm thinking, hold on, there's an inside joke we have, right? I'm gonna say the inside joke. So I say the inside joke and he does not laugh, which is fine, fair enough. But instead of laughing, he looks at me and he says, what are you talking about? Mind you, there's 4 guys there. He does not know any of them properly. Listen, these are my friends, bro. I'm doing you a favor. What are you doing? Okay, maybe he didn't hear me. So let me say the joke again. And I insufferably say the joke again. And he looks at me dead in the eyes. Seriously, what are you talking about, Zayla? And at this point in time, every single person on the table is looking at me as if I'm from a different time zone. An early human being incapable of making a simple sentence. Listen, you soggy cornflake. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't do this. It gets so awkward that for 5 minutes straight, the whole dynamic changes. And I'm thinking, why is he acting so weird? Is he forgetting that these are my friends? Like, I'm not even trying to be sassy here, bro. Like, bro, I'm doing you a favor. What are you possibly doing? And I, for some reason, let it slide. And I can see he's getting really, really excited. He's finally got some new friends, which is kind of why I let it slide until the waiter comes and it's my turn to speak, my turn to order the order. And before I say, can I please have, he says, wait. Zayla, can you explain the joke? I really want to laugh. I don't even know what this man's trying to do. The waiter looks at him thinking, what is this guy talking about? Mind you, the waiter was a guy, not a girl. Like what? Did you find him attractive? You trying to do something? I don't know. But never mind, what are you possibly doing right now? And at this point in time, I don't even try to defend myself because every single person there can see through him. Now I don't defend myself. Why? Because I don't see a point in trying to prove myself to a person that already thinks that they are a lesser man. There's no point. But I do say, listen, and I'll be honest, I pity you, and this is why you have no friends. And I deadass got up and left. I didn't tip the waiter, I didn't pay him. I mean, you don't even tip in the UK. But to be fair, he came back and forth with starters. It was a good service, I'm sorry. But as I'm leaving, he's still trying to throw these sly, stinky jokes at me, thinking that people are gonna defend him. Listen, just because they're laughing at your jokes for 2 minutes does not mean that you stole my friends, right? That's already sassy enough for me to say that. I thought I would never say these kind of words in my life. Stole my friends. We are guys, we are men, we don't do that. I get home and chat with the group chat. Oh, Zayla, you're right, we kinda think he's off as well. Matter of fact, we all left him there in the restaurant. I said, what? Yeah, we left him alone in the restaurant. Every single person then went home. Like, this is exactly why I pity you, bro. What's that one quote, guys? If you ever lose the moon in search of the stars, or you ever lose the moon in search of the stars, listen, call me Aristotle, call me anything Greek, but I got it. I'm not even joking. I don't get it. How could you so effortlessly lose someone just like this? And I might sound like I'm taking it too personal, but let me explain something to you guys. Provided that you know your dynamic better than me, the second that you have to even consider, oh, was that kind of personal? I wonder what you meant. You should leave, bro, because 9 times out of 10, there is no good intention. If you are my friend, I would know when you are joking. It would be easy. I would laugh. I would sometimes give myself a self-deprecating joke because it's just kind of funny, right? But man, if I ever need to consider it, oh, was that meant to hit home? Oh, that kind of hurts me. And if it does, then you should leave, especially if it was like in front of other people, because these people have no self-respect. Like, bro, you've just lost 3 friends that you've made and 1 friend you had for 4 years. And I seen his face drop when I said this is why you have no friends. I shouldn't have said that, I know, but like sometimes you need to say what you need to say. And I did feel bad, really. I messaged him after, like when I found out that everyone left him in the restaurant. That was kind of deep, you know. And I said, yo, you good? Yeah, I'm good, bro. He apologized, but I'm not gonna chill with him though. You're gonna have to start from day 1. Start from square 0, square 1, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, on the other side, there is also another perspective. But before I do get into that, take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt, because I'm not a psychology expert. I'm just trying to use my knowledge of common sense and what I personally experienced in life. But yeah, I mean, wait 1 second. We have not died even once right now, bro. We are flawless. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lobby. 96. Oh, okay, the game's about to be over. Can we make it 100? Oh, get that 100 KD for flawless, baby. All right, let's pull that in. But yeah, like society has like this weird belief that if you're not constantly surrounded by people, posting group photos every weekend, or getting invited to every birthday party within a 50-mile radius, then you must be a lonely, antisocial, or secretly miserable piece of shite. And a lot of people who have few friends, or even no friends for long periods of time, aren't even broken. They're not antisocial, they're not failures, and in many cases their brains just simply operate differently, you know? But yeah, we got the 100. Oh, let's go, man. But yeah, for some people, normal social life feels exhausting. It feels shallow. Sometimes it even feels unnecessary. And if you've gone through long stretches without many friends, there are actually several reasons why that might be the case. The first one is that you probably have absolutely zero tolerance for fake people. And honestly, once you notice this, you can't unsee it. Some people can sit through conversations with people they don't trust, people who gossip non-stop, people who act one way to your face and another way behind your back. I can't do it. And if you're somebody with a very small circle, chances are you can't either. And as people become more self-aware, their tolerance for inauthentic behavior drops automatically or dramatically. But basically, once you start understanding yourself better, you become way less interested in putting up with nonsense. You would rather spend an entire Saturday alone than spend 2 hours pretending to enjoy a conversation with someone who's putting on a performance, because let's be honest, A lot of social circles operate like reality TV shows with lower budgets. People smile at each other, then immediately start talking behind each other's backs the second somebody leaves the room. And some people are naturally sensitive to that. They pick up on manipulation faster, they notice hidden motives, they recognize when somebody is being fake. So they don't avoid people because they're antisocial. They avoid certain people because they're protecting their peace. And the second reason is that they value depth over quantity. One thing people understand or misunderstand about having few friends is that it doesn't necessarily mean someone dislikes relationships. A lot of the time, they actually crave connection more than anyone else. The difference is they're looking for real connection. They don't want 20 surface level friendships, they just want one meaningful conversation. And they don't want a giant group chat filled with memes and small talk. They want relationships that actually mean something. You know those conversations where someone asks how you're doing, but they're already looking over your shoulder before you even answered? Yeah, those conversations are torture. But yeah, there's actual research that shows that deeper thinkers often prefer quality over quantity in relationships, and they aren't interested in collecting acquaintances like Pokemon cards. They want substance, they want ideas, they want conversations about psychology, human behavior, purpose, meaning, and the things that make actual people tick, you know? And because those conversations are relatively rare, they often spend a lot of time alone rather than forcing connections that feel empty, you know? And the third reason is that social interaction genuinely requires more energy from them. Uh, and this one is particularly interesting because people often assume that someone who spends a lot of time alone must dislike people, but that's not necessarily true.